I think the biggest and most pressing challenges for news as they relate to technology have to do with distribution. A billion years ago, not quite a billion, but many years ago, news organizations were totally vertically integrated. So they owned the printing presses and they controlled the routes, and the papers were delivered in their trucks along the routes. The internet has democratized how information moves around. The problem is that news organizations are creating content, but they have to rely on partners for that content to be seen by a wide enough audience that it makes economic sense. And the challenge is that historically, those partnerships have not entirely favored the news orgs. Just from a practical, what could be done, if you think about the devices that we have, the algorithms that exist, what we know about artificial intelligence, we know that there is a greater and greater emphasis on customization and personalization. So the phone that you own in many ways knows you better than your parents, your siblings, your partner, your spouse. That device is ripe for personalized news. And in an ideal world, 5 years from now, a news organization would know enough about me to deliver me content that is important, that's newsworthy, that is relevant to me. And in that vein, things like understanding the kind of language that is meaningful to me. We're already seeing early research that shows that it's possible to generate language that is going to be most meaningful to you, and therefore you pay more attention to it. And tech companies are working on that, but news is not. The real question to be answered at this point is, how much longer do we go relying on these outside groups for distribution? At what point do we make significant capital investments in technology and people and tools so that news orgs themselves control an equally compelling distribution system? I mean, quite frankly, it's going to take the whole industry to sort of get together and decide that this is in everybody's collective best interests. And I don't think it's improbable, but it needs to happen.